What's going on, peeps? It's Boxing Lowdown and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, don't forget to like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and feel free to leave a comment. As always, guys, I'll happily get back to you. Now, let's talk about this weekend, man. This isn't going to be a preview video from me, but it's really just my pre-fight thoughts, so to speak. I'll do a prediction on the podcast this week, but this is just really just my pre-thoughts to the fight coming up this weekend. The rematch between Dillian Whyte and Alexander Povetkin. Rumble on the Rock taking place in Gibraltar. These two guys, I mean, the first fight was back in August of last year, and you know, a stunning upset. Well, should I say upset? I mean, it was an upset. I think it was the way how the fight was going and how it ended was what really shocked people, because Dillian Whyte was so in control of the fight. I mean, he knocked Povetkin down twice. He was looking his best, you know what I mean? He looked revitalized, he looked refreshed, and he was really sticking it on Povetkin. And it got to the point where after he knocked Povetkin down twice in the 4th round, I was messaging my mates, literally saying, oh, this fight's going to be over in the next round. Little did I know that it was actually going to be Povetkin knocking out Whyte rather than the other way around. That's how the fight was originally going. It looked like Whyte was on his way to a stoppage win, but Povetkin, you know, he's a wily old fox in there, and he showed his experience. You know, came back from adversity, landed a beautiful uppercut on Dillian Whyte, took him out completely, knocked him out cold, and Povetkin won the fight. Stunning end to a good fight. And you know, we're finally here now this weekend for part 2. This fight was originally supposed to take place in November and then in January, but it got postponed twice. But now Povetkin, I think he had COVID, which is the reason why it got postponed. But now we're here. Do you know what I mean? It's looking like it's going to happen this weekend, fingers crossed. And it's going to be taking place on Sky Box Office. Not a bad card as well. Do you know what I mean? We're going to see the debut of Campbell Hatton, the son of former world champion Ricky Hatton, of course, and Fabio Wardley. You know, he's one of the better heavyweight prospects out there today. He's going to be taking on Eric Molina, so that should be a good fight as well for him in his development. So yeah, look, man, I'm looking forward to this fight, the rematch, of course. And how is Dillian Whyte going to approach this, man? That's the big question. For those that are picking him to win, you know, you're going in there against a guy who has flattened you with one punch. Do you know what I mean? Knocked you out cold. And I know that the time would have probably been a bit of a healer in terms of him getting over that. But, you know, the fact remains that he'll be facing a man who he knows can turn his lights out because he's done it before. So will that create Dillian Whyte being gun shy? Will he be gun shy, or will he actually just go in there and literally carry on with what he was doing before? Because he was enjoying great success before, and until he got knocked out. So it's going to be interesting to see how he approaches it. I personally think he should approach it the same, maybe with a little bit more caution, knowing what Povetkin can do. But I wouldn't stray away from the game plan too much with Dillian Whyte. I wouldn't. He was having a lot of success there. He was making Povetkin look old, and he was on his way to winning by knockout for sure. But, you know, one little lapse of concentration and we see what can happen. So if anything, I mean, if I was in the corner of Dillian Whyte, I would try and get him to employ the same sort of tactics. Just be careful, obviously, with the defense, and you know, try not to give Povetkin any looks in there. But easier said than done. And Povetkin, like I said, man, he's a wily old fox. He's done it at all levels, you know, world level. As an amateur, he competed at the very top level. Same in the pros. Do you know what I mean? Like, Povetkin is, you know, he's a quality fighter, man. And you know, we saw what sort of punches he had in his repertoire. I think that whatever happens in this fight, Dillian Whyte may have to go through adversity again to get the win. I'm not sure how he does it. It could be a knockout win for Dillian Whyte. It could be a points win. But I think along the way, he may have to face some adversity. I know some people that are picking Povetkin in the rematch too. I saw Michael Hunter actually come out yesterday and say that he believes that Alexander Povetkin will win the rematch. I think he picked Povetkin in the first fight as well. So there are quite a few people picking Povetkin out there. But listen, the stakes are high for this fight, man. The stakes are high for Dillian Whyte in this one. If he loses this, then it's really back to the drawing board for him. I mean, he goes right to the back of the line in terms of like trying to get that title shot that he's been trying to get for so long. You know, he's fought so hard to get in that position, and now, you know, it could all hinge on this fight. So yeah, stakes are on the line for this one. I'm really looking forward to it. Two heavyweights, do you know what I mean? You know, all the Rumble on the Rock stuff and whatever. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to this. There's going to be fans there as well. But I just thought, that's just my pre-fight thoughts to this one, man. I think Povetkin, you know, for him, he's just going to have to, you know, try and like, I don't know how we should approach this one really, because in the first fight, he was getting battered. up until he knocked White out. So, you know, what does he need to do different in the rematch? It should be interesting. But yeah, let me know what you guys think anyway, man. Your pre-fight thoughts. I'm going to talk more about this on the podcast this week. And yeah, I'll let my thoughts known on that as to my official prediction. But in the meantime, guys, let me know who you think's going to win. Let me know your pre-fight thoughts, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next video.